my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Sophie. I make videos on cleaning, budgeting, organising and lifestyle. And for today's video, we're joined by Mia, my sister. If you didn't know, I've got a twin. This is her. And we are going to be filming like a pregnancy Q&A / mum life video, basically. I asked you guys on Instagram for some pregnancy related questions and you guys sent some in, so we're going to answer them. But a bit of a backstory, if you want to say, like, you've got children.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm already a mum. I've got Luna, who's 4.5, and Oakley, who's 13 weeks, just over 3 months. We were both pregnant at the same time, weren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, and I love being a mum. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, so she's already got kids. I'm currently pregnant. I am recording this a little bit in advance, so who knows if the baby's here yet or not when this video actually goes live. It probably won't be.
How long is left? 3 weeks?
I've got 3 weeks left, so but I think this video will go up in like a couple of weeks.
So maybe
he might be here.
Yeah, hopefully.
So yeah, I'm obviously having a boy. Mia's got a boy, but she's also got a little girl as well. So that's our little backstory. So we wrote the questions on your phone, and yeah, we're just going to answer some questions that we think you guys will want to know. Okay, so Mia's going to ask the questions. She's wrote them down for me. So what's the first one, Mia?
Right, the first one is, has our pregnancies been similar? I think they have.
Do you think?
Yeah, like we both were absolutely dreadful in the first trimester, weren't we? We both had it rough in the first trimester.
Yeah, we weren't sick. You weren't sick.
I was a couple of times.
Are you gonna do this on Oakley's pregnancy or Luna's pregnancy?
My pregnancies were very similar.
Okay.
So okay. I think even though the weight difference was a big difference between the babies, I think my actual pregnancy symptoms and craving, all of that was exactly the same, which is why I thought I was having another girl.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you do it on just general pregnancy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were both feeling rough in the first 12 weeks.
I literally just slept.
Cravings wise, like I did get the odd one, but I didn't have massive cravings.
No,
did you?
No, salty stuff.
Yeah, I didn't too. Salt, vinegar, crisp. Yeah, which you
chocolate
would have
seen. I did, but I did go off until like after 20 odd weeks. I just wanted salty stuff.
See, I still ate quite a lot.
See, I was eating dry toast until like 14 weeks.
Yeah, see, I guess that is a bit different.
Yeah, but I lost my appetite. I always do in early pregnancy, and then after that awful first trimester, it bounces back.
Mine came back after about 10 weeks, I think, felt better, which that made me worry about.
I remember saying to you, week 16. Week 16 was like the perfect week when
and it was really.
Yeah.
Like for my sickness stopped sickness feelings stopped in the evening and stuff. But ultimately,
I think we've had quite similar.
And then like later in pregnancy, I guess you can't really compare anything really, can you?
No, I mean, Oakley was quite a big baby. He was 9 pounds 6, so I had a lot of like weight, and I had like a lot of weight. Like I just had rib pain and things like that. But
yeah, I haven't had that. But we've got we're twins. We're very different
bump
and shapes generally.
Yes. Like you take after mum, don't you?
Yeah, you take after dad.
Yeah.
I mean, dad's a big guy now, so you've got all that to look forward to. Bless him. But
I definitely have like dad's legs, don't I?
Yeah, like he was really, really slim, and you definitely take after him. But I'm more like hippie. Would you say broader?
With birthing hips.
Birthing hips. Let's hope. But anyway, yeah. So ultimately, yeah, maybe I've been quite similar, but I feel like you can't really compare pregnancies.
No, I think we've been lucky, haven't we?
Yeah,
like we've had
very
smooth
pregnancies. Touch wood.
The next question is, how did we react to each other's pregnancies?
So when we found out I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go first with you.
Yeah, I can't remember telling you.
I think so. You had a a bit of not a scare, but you thought you were pregnant the month before you actually got pregnant at mine.
Yeah,
So
I
you
remember
stayed
that.
over at mine.
Oh yeah, because I had a test at yours, didn't I? Yeah.
Before you even told Ben.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, that was the month before.
But that was the first month that we decided to start trying, and I thought I was pregnant because I think I was like a day late for my period, or I must have calculated it wrong or something. And yeah, and
so I knew you were trying, but you
But I was upset. I think that's what made me know that I was wanting another one. Yeah, because
you thought you were pregnant.
I thought I was, and then I had a negative.
You did a pregnancy test. Do you remember we was like, I swear there's a faint line.
Yeah.
Like we were just sure.
Yeah.
And then it turned out you wasn't. So I actually can't remember you telling me.
I think because that month before kind of stole the thunder a little bit. Like, as in, when I told you and Mum, I think, oh no, that was it. I think there was a faint line on the test, wasn't there? And then I think I did another one and it wasn't. And then I was like, my heart sank and I was gutted. And then the following month I was like, I'm pregnant. And you were like, are you?
Yeah.
So
I don't think it was as much of a shock.
Yeah.
But when you told me you're pregnant with Luna, that was amazing. And
because we've had a lot of when I told you I was initially pregnant for the first pregnancy, because I lost my first pregnancy at 12 weeks. I think that was probably the most special announcement, because obviously it always is with your first, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think even that one you told me at work.
Oh yeah, I can't wait though. I can't keep secrets when it's you, can I?
But I think
I literally have to tell you there and then.
The thing I remember the most out of all your like pregnancy journeys was finding out that you were having a girl with Luna, and you told us.
That was the best.
And you told me and Mum in like an envelope. We was at work, and my reaction was just
I think I've still got the photo.
To be fair, you reacted to my gender reveal like I reacted to your gender reveal,
screaming.
But then when she was pregnant with Oki on the second time, you didn't think you were having a boy, did you?
I thought I was having another girl, just because my pregnancies were
and we found out on Christmas Eve, didn't we?
Yes.
Well, you found out and told us, and we were gobsmacked that you were having a boy. And then when I obviously am having a boy, you were gobsmacked at
I was like adamant. Happy. I thought she was having a girl. Like, I was just adamant Sophie was having a girl the whole way through. And I think because our boys will be now very similar in age, I thought it would be too good to be true for Sophie to have a boy, because definitely. Just because that would be ideal. So I just was adamant you were having a girl, and then when we found out as well, I was just literally like so happy.
It was
so
lovely.
Happy, because like being like having a girl comes quite naturally to me, but having a boy, like, it's like, oh, like,
I think I've got the footage. I have put it on my gender reveal video, but I'll insert it now. Of when Mia found out we did this weird skippy hop jump thing. Can you remember, like going across the garden?
Galloping.
So I'll put that on now. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, hold. You
3,
ready?
2, 1. Boy.
Oh yeah. And obviously Mia was about to give birth when I found out I was a boy.
Quite heavy.
But going back to the initial question, how you reacted to my pregnancy.
Oh yeah, I was just so shocked.
Yes,
because that was like January. Was it January? Yeah. You turned up at my house. Didn't you?
Like, you knew we were trying.
But it was just so quick.
Yeah,
I think if it had gone on for like if you'd have tried a couple more months, then it wouldn't have been as much of a shock. But it was literally like you'd only just said me like, we are gonna try. And
a couple of months before that.
Well, you've been toying with that, haven't you? And then literally...
We were quite... Well, I mean, I'd spoke to you, but we kind of just kept it to ourselves a little bit. And
you weren't very, like, you were
I
quite
didn't want
broad.
to talk about it because I just didn't want to sort of jinx anything.
And also, it was a lot of pressure because I was pregnant and one of our close friends was also pregnant.
Yeah.
I think for you almost felt
it was like pressure, I guess, but it wasn't. I never put pressure on myself.
But you wanted to have a baby similar age, but at the same time, if it didn't happen for you, you didn't want to feel
it would be hard.
Yeah, you just didn't. You sort of went with the flow, didn't you? Yeah.
So I came round. I went to my mum and dad's first. I think we literally told you on the day we found out.
Was it like January?
The 3rd,
Yeah, it was like early January.
Oh, it was the same day. So obviously I told Liam, you would have seen it if you've been following me, like our little pregnancy. I think I've put footage somewhere. If I have, I'll link the video below. But after I told Liam, we went to like both of our parents, and then we went to like here, and then we went to Liam's sister, brother and sisters as well. But I wrapped the pregnancy tests up because it was just after Christmas, and I rang you and I was like, oh, I've just found a present for Luna at the bottom of my wardrobe wrapped up. Can I just come and pop it round?
I
so
had no clue either, did I?
It was COVID as well, so we couldn't come in. So we came round to the front door. They opened the door. Mia was just telling me about a meal she's eaten. I think you were even eating
curry.
I
was walking around with a plate of curry. Yeah.
And I gave it Luna. Obviously, Luna had no idea what it was.
But I had no idea. Like, I genuinely thought
she was just having
a
full-blown conversation with me while Luna was opening this present.
And you were trying to look.
Luna thought there were lollipops and there were 2 piss sticks, basically. And she had no clue.
She didn't know what they were, did she?
Again, if I've got the footage, I'll link it below.
Oh God. The whole bin on the bottom. What? No. No. But yeah, I was just so shocked. Like I was, like it was just the best thing because obviously, like I say, I was pregnant. Our friend was pregnant. I just wasn't expecting it so soon, and then to know that we were going to have babies within like 4 months of each other,
it was just lovely.
I think that was just really special.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, the next question is, how did you feel about birth, or I suppose for me, and how do you feel about birth, and what are your preferences?
Okay. Okay, do you want to go first then, because yours are different, aren't they?
So I was breech with Luna, so I had to have a C-section. It wasn't the most smoothest C-section, as I didn't numb in theatre. So I was in theatre for like 4 hours until they could get me numb. So I think going into my second pregnancy, I was open to natural birth, because I know that with the second pregnancy, that's really the only opportunity that you can
have a natural
after a section.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to rule out another elective section, just because for me, I'm a bit of a worrier. So I think having that situation controlled.
Yeah, you're more of a control freak. I'm not control freak, but you like to
I just like to know. So
of worrying situations.
Yeah, that's it. So I was open to natural birth way more than I was with Luna. Like I wasn't going to rule it out, but I think because my pregnancy, I wasn't a moaning myrtle in pregnancy, but I did feel like as it was getting on, I was struggling, and I think looking back now it was because of how big he was.
Yeah, 100%. But you were quite chilled, because even up to like you had your date plan.
I had my date booked, and then if anything happened,
you thought you were in labour a couple of times before, didn't you? Like early labour.
Yeah.
Like you had some symptoms and stuff, didn't you?
Definitely. I think it was just pressure because it was so big.
Pressure.
I think it was like keep him in. But yeah, so and in the end, I ended up having an elective C-section anyway on the day I was booked. So really, it all went
hard for you, isn't it?
Yeah, like I suppose I would have preferred a C-section just because I knew what to expect from Luna.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I hadn't ruled it out.
Yeah.
What's yours?
So for me, I'm going in natural and hoping for natural, but if I have to have a section, then
you've seen me do it, haven't you?
Absolutely
as well?
fine.
Yeah.
I'm the sort of person that will go with the flow, but he needs to come out. Like I've wrote a birth plan, and I've been doing the hypnobirthing stuff just to make me chilled during birth, but I am the sort of person that's just like that. They are professionals, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and they do.
What I mean?
I think
so
they're good.
I'm hoping that we can just get them out the safest way possible, but I think I've got in my head natural birth, and I'm not worrying really.
No, you're quite chill. I think you've surprised me because we're both a bit, when it comes to health, we're both a bit like
health anxiety,
worry
about
yeah.
It. But I think it's because it's not a health thing. Really,
it's nothing to do with you. It's more the health of your baby, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
I feel like in pregnancy I'm better than in day-to-day life.
100%. I haven't had any sort of health anxiety.
Do you feel like that? No. And you were quite,
Yeah.
you got on quite a lot, didn't you? But I think it's because being pregnant, it gives you something else to
focus on.
Yeah, as in you're not worried about yourself, you're worried about the baby.
Yeah, yeah.
So you put yourself
Baby
to the back, if that
first.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope I'm not a worrier when he's here.
No, but you'll have us.
And also,
Do you know what I mean?
You're going to worry for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
aren't
like
you?
and I think it goes in spells, so I don't think you're constantly just worrying. Like it's every stage of motherhood, like as in if they're
There's
not
something different,
yeah.
isn't there? But Liam's really good at calming me down anyway.
So you'll
and
be the
he'll
perfect compromise.
Yeah, and
like
he'll chill me out completely out.
See, me and Ben are probably both hotheads.
Yeah.
So we're like dead chill or dead stressed.
Yeah.
Is that? Do you reckon that's it for?
Yeah,
I
I'd say
think
so. So you had elective sections, and they were the best thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning a natural birth, but if I have a section, then fine.
Yeah,
like
you've had surgery as well before.
Yeah,
haven't you? So you're not
I've
anxious.
just thought of something else as well. You know, when we said comparing our pregnancies, we both were consultant-led pregnancies as well, because Mia had complications with her numbing in theatre with Luna. She's had to have an anaesthetist consultation
to make sure that I numbed in theatre.
Yeah,
and it was dead smooth this time.
And I've been consultant led because I had scoliosis operation when I was 17.
It's funny though about that it's both spine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, obviously I didn't have scoliosis, but it was something that was an issue with my spine in theatre. So that's quite
So we both had that as well.
Yeah, strange spine.
But it's been fine. So hoping I can have spinals or epidurals and all that if I need to. So what's the next one?
How did you? Oh no, we've done that one. Who is more maternal? Growing up, definitely you.
Yeah, 100%.
You were the one who played with dolls. I wanted trains. I was
like
never...
when we had a lot of like younger cousins, didn't we? That I was like obsessed.
And
with,
although
baby.
I was like,
yeah,
I loved it, but you were the one who wanted to dress them up and put little hats on them and stuff.
But then you wanted children before me. But I think that is because of
stages of your relationship.
Like I met Liam when
a lot later.
Just got married.
Yeah,
to Ben.
No, it was just before, wasn't it?
Just before, sorry. Yeah, so you'd already been with Ben how many years?
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years before I even met Liam.
So we were by the time you'd been with someone. I mean, how many years have you been with Liam now then?
Nearly 7.
So and you're having a kid, So I think really, we were just like it was the stage of relationship rather than you not being ready. 100%, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're definitely more maternal now because you've got children. Like
I think you'll be fine though. I always think you've been a brilliant auntie, and I don't think you'll struggle. I think if anything you'll be even better because it's your own child.
And also I've been prepared with your kids.
Well, exactly. I think I went into it with blindfolded, didn't I?
But I don't know. I don't think that's a bit of a hard one to answer because I think we both are really
different ways,
but
as well,
in different ways and at different times, I guess. But no, I'd say
probably you. Yeah, I'd say we're both about the same, really. We both
but
wanted children,
we'll
didn't
see
we?
when little Poppet comes along. Okay, we've got one more question, haven't we?
Okay, the best and worst things in pregnancy.
Go on, you go first.
I think the worst one was just the exhaustion and tiredness, and nausea. Like that.
The first trimester.
Like the first trimester for me was by far the worst. It just I have no motivation. I literally just want to stay in bed.
Do you know what I think is one thing that doesn't really get spoken about is how lonely you feel.
Yeah.
I felt lonely, even though people knew I was pregnant.
Because
you can't.
The thing is, it depends how you feel. Like
everyone's different. Everyone's pregnancy is different.
I feel like now I would be quite happy going into a future pregnancy. Now I've got sort of 2 healthy children. I feel like I would sort of prefer to tell people in that first trimester because.
See, I told quite a lot of people, and I
didn't after Oakley, and that's where I think I felt lonely, and especially because I've been through a previous loss.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like you're protecting yourself, but at the same time, I told people that I'd had a loss anyway.
Yeah.
So it's one of those,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
difficult, and I think that's why I told like close friends,
Because you want the support.
because you wanted the support, and I did get the support when I felt crap. Do you know what I mean? So
you want people bringing you dinners.
well, we were in lockdown, which is probably a good thing really for me, because I didn't have to leave the house.
I suppose
really.
that might be as well why you forget about all that now, but the loneliness, I think, going through all that lockdown stuff, pregnant, you almost feel cut off from everybody, don't you? Like even we didn't see you, or like mum, like it was just FaceTime, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's the hard thing. Sorry, I interrupted. So your worst is the first.
Just the tiredness, the first trimester.
And then what's the best thing?
I'd say the best thing is the movements. Obviously, like that's just such a it's amazing, but it's also for me reassuring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like all the way through those little odd kicks and like waves, like you know what I mean by the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me that's just the best. Like, and then obviously once you've it's not pregnancy, but it's that moment that you have your baby. Like it's just amazing. I can't wait. I know. I feel like almost sad that I've done it. Also, and I want to basically rewind time and do it all over again. But like watching you go through it, that'll be like super special.
So the worst thing for me, apart from the first trimester, which it is true, isn't it? What they say is in like you obviously don't forget about it, but in that first trimester I was like, Liam, we are not having any more children. But as soon as it's gone, you're like, oh, do you know what? I would do it again. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, but living in it's awful. But I'd say aside from that constipation life, Jesus,
you have to come to mine to do your business, don't you?
Honestly, like, I mean, I've suffered from this anyway, previous, but it's honestly been horrendous.
Awful,
and poor Liam has seen some shit. Literally.
You'll be prepared for potty training, that's all you need to say.
Well, true. But I'm on the mend now, and I'm hopefully only got
you've not got much left. You've not got,
and I've got medication and stuff from the midwife, so but that has not been good. But I think it's preparing me for labour, if I'm completely honest, because them poo pains,
they're up there
awful.
With
Well, I don't know. And then the best thing for me, like you say, is the movements, because it is reassuring.
Also, you know what I found the best thing? You're seeing your body change.
I think that.
Like, it's magical, isn't it? Yeah.
Like, I think I've never loved my body.
I've never seen you pregnant either. Like, it's a bit boring now. I've been pregnant 3 times, haven't I? You've rubbed my tummy how many times? But I think for you, like, you've got such a lovely, compact bump.
Wow.
It is lovely.
But I think hearing the heartbeat as well for me has been
I think that's
nice.
Reassurance.
I didn't actually hear the heartbeat in my scans.
No, I know what you mean. I don't know whether they really go into that. They're more bothered about sort of
the anatomy and
like,
stuff. So I didn't actually hear it.
Do you know what I mean by this?
Yeah,
the ultrasound thing. No, it's different, isn't it?
Doppler.
Oh yeah, no, I think it might be.
I don't know. That weird thing
that they do this with.
But I don't think I heard the heartbeat for the first time until after my 20-week scan.
I remember because you
24-week appointment.
Yeah, I think it is.
And because of COVID, obviously Liam can't come with me to midwife appointments, and they let me film it.
I think that's really good, because whenever I asked about recording, they were just like, no.
Yeah, I think she let me.
Just depends. Yeah, that's really nice. Midwife. I know a question. How are you feeling about birth with the restricting visiting hours?
Fine.
Oh, do you?
I've got over it.
Yeah.
And I think
you've prepared yourself to not have.
I think for the whole of my life, I really wanted Liam. Well, my partner. Well, Liam, and my mum.
My partner.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know when you're younger, you don't. I didn't know I was going to be with Liam.
No.
And my mum there. For birth.
Was I third on the list?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I know, damn, that was never going to happen, was it?
I think you just want your mum though, don't you?
Of course you do,
you're, like, lucky enough to be in
poor
that
mum,
position.
bless her. Like, she's got twin girls and she's never been able to...
That's what I mean, but I think, like, obviously I've got my head around the fact that it's going to be Liam, and I don't think I could change that now.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, I do think it's
but
quite an
saying
intimate...
that, I'm hoping I can film some stuff. I really want to see my body giving birth.
Please do.
Don't worry, that won't be going up on YouTube.
What we'll do is, I've got an idea. We'll have a movie night and film our
reaction to my
yeah,
birth. Yeah, that's
your
a good
reaction
idea.
to your birth. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I've never seen anyone I know give birth, so
yeah.
I would love to see.
But
that.
I don't know. Like Liam knows that I want lots of footage and stuff, but if he's in the moment, I don't want to put the pressure on him to have to film stuff because he needs to enjoy it as well.
Like me and film.
I don't think you can though, that's what I'm saying.
It's annoying, isn't it? Although, you know, with my section, obviously with sections you're only allowed your husband anyway.
You can't film, can you?
No, but the doctors and stuff, you're not allowed video, I don't think, but all of my photos are live.
Yeah, that's a really good
that's
point.
A good tip. If you have a C-section or whatever and they say you're not allowed
on
to have
iPhones
videos,
you have live photos, don't you?
Yeah, and so I've got like mini videos and the midwives are pretty good at capturing the whole, like, I think they know to take it, you know, because that's all the memory you've got. I've got loads of like,
that's really good. So I just hope, fingers crossed, we get lots of footage. I think it depends. I might make a birth vlog. It depends what footage I get, but I'm not putting pressure on anything, and I certainly won't be putting my vagina on YouTube, unfortunately, guys.
ring light and everything.
But yeah, so I think what we'll do is once I've had baby, we'll bring the babies on and we'll do another one of like more mum life stuff and how you've taken to mum life, and then you can like compare it to your side and
half
stuff.
The time like nothing prepares you for it anyway.
No, exactly. No, but I mean we can compare and stuff, not in a horrible way, just to see how
which baby sleeps better and which baby
like that. So
how our feeding preferences.
So if you guys have got any questions for that video, because it's obviously not going to be long away, give me a few weeks to settle in. But drop some questions down below.
We'll be spending a lot of time together, I think.
Yeah, we will. But I think that's it. Is that everything?
I think that's everything.
Perfect. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did.
Thanks for coming on to the channel.
It's okay.
And yeah, like I said, I've just realised I've definitely been slumped throughout that whole video, but
to be fair, I've got no excuse.
I'm allowed. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and thanks to Mia for being on my channel. I'll drop Mia's Instagram down below as well if you want to give her a follow. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.